Hi guys, so today we'll be talking about Cheiro. So Cheiro was a famous 20th century palmist. He was born in the 18th, in the late 19th century, but he did his palmistry in the early 20th century. So he was from Ireland, but he visited India where he learned from the Brahmins, and then he came back to Ireland, then went to America, and then set up his own palmistry practice. And he interviewed very famous people as well. He read the hands of Oscar Wilde, Mark Twain, and many other famous people whose hands he also recorded in his book. And here I have two books by Cheiro. One is Language of the Hand, Cheiro's Language of the Hand, and the other is the Cheiro's Book of Numbers. So these are two books by Cheiro. So these books are very nice. These are the 1986 Arrow edition of the books, rare editions I have, and I bought these from Pakistan from Liberty Books. So I think they're still in stock and they're only 150 rupees each. And so Cheiro wrote many books besides these. These are his best-known books, Language of the Hand and Cheiro's Book of Numbers. But besides these, he wrote Palmistry for All, which is the best introductory unit for palmistry. So you should definitely read that. That's for free. And his other books are also for free as they're in the public domain. So if you search them by name, you'll get them for free in the public domain. So Kiro was as a palmist. How was Kiro? So Kiro as a palmist was very talented. He was, in my opinion, very talented in giving very introductory aspects to palmistry, like giving introductions to palmistry. He was very talented at. Going deep into that, he wasn't that talented, as there are more talented writers on the subject. But giving introductory unit to the palmistry, he was very good at that. And in numerology, he was very talented. He made a lot of world predictions which came out to be true. But in numerology, he was very fatalistic. Like he would say that this would lead to death. And also for the old palmists and numerologists, their views on death are very fixed. Like even in palmistry, if there is a break in the lifeline or a lifeline ending early, it could indicate early death. So this is not true. No sign can in numerology, astrology, palmistry indicate death. It's very unpredictable. So there is this fatalistic aspect to his numerology and his palmistry and astrology as well. So in the Book of Numbers, there was this fatalistic readings as well. I'll do a separate review of both the books in a separate video. So that's just a brief overview about the books. So he also predicted his own death and that he would be married late. He was also a writer. Besides this, he was a screenwriter. I don't think any of his movies were made into films, but he went to Hollywood to start a screenwriting career. And if we look at his hand has double headlines. People with double headlines, they are good in two things. So he was good in writing and good in palmistry. He also had a very long headline, which means he dealt in a variety of subjects, which is true. And he also was in contact with many famous people, which led to him to become a society palmist. So, and his name was recognized worldwide because of his published writings and also because of him meeting so many famous clients. So, it was rare at that time. And he also is responsible for giving palmistry its name, like chirology is also known as palmistry, which derives from his name, Chiro. I think it means hand. So we have a lot to learn from him. We can still learn from him from his books. Many books there are, and I'm thankful that I also started with this book, Palmistry for You. Palmistry for All, which is one of the first books on palmistry I read. It gives a very good introduction to palmistry. I think for beginners, this is the best book to start, Palmistry for All. So Kiro then died in the 60s. He predicted his own death, even the time of his death, and that he will marry late. So he was very adept at uh, his palm readings, and he was a very talented palmist. So we have a lot to learn from him, and so this is all for his biography. I will be doing more of his book reviews in the future, so stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoyed this video. And guys, if you like this video, like it. If you love this video, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.